And this is a really old game. It is actually older than me, from 1982. So yeah, it's a cassette game by Bug-Byte. I think that's the company that published Manic Miner, isn't it? So they must have been a really early British software company from Liverpool. Right, so you've got the instructions here, which is this is actually a sort of a maze game. Now, some ZX81 games are really basic, but this is actually pretty good for the hardware. And if you're not familiar with a ZX81, it is or was a very cheap, a very early computer, and it was designed to pretty much be as basic as you could possibly be and still be functional as a computer. And because of its really low price point, about £80, it sold well over 1 million. Back when people didn't really know about computers. I've got the RAM pack as well, which you need for most games. And also, alright, it's all set up and ready to go. As soon as you plug it in and it's all tuned in, you get this screen. And to load a game, first of all press J. You see it says load up there, and then it comes up with load. You can either type the program name in or press shift and 2 quotes there, so you get that, and press new line, and then that's the loader. So now it's listening, and hopefully once it starts you'll get the correct loading picture. So yeah, apparently that's what it looks like when it's loading. And just wait a couple of minutes and the game will be loaded. Alright, there we go. So you can see the guy in the middle of the screen there, and these two what look like frogs. Press any key to start. Let's try 2. The maze is now being drawn, and now it's ready. So the controls W, A, D. Okay, it's a bit weird. Y to stop, V to view. Alright, let's try the other one. W, S, H and J. So I can choose to either enter the left or the right hand side of the maze. Let's try the left. So it's telling me that the treasure is 382 moves away, and I can move 1,528 times. Every time I get a kill, which is if I have a sword and I run into a monster, I gain 152 moves. I lose 15 for each time I view the map. This report takes 10 moves. I can buy a sword with T. Okay. That's useful. Alright, so here we are. So I'll pick up that sword. So actually, nice big chunky graphics. I've just defeated a monster there. You don't have to do anything, you just have to have a sword. What you have to do is get the gold and then find your way out of the maze. But if you have the gold, you can't be holding the sword at the same time. So really, when you think about the time that this was released and the capabilities of the machine, it is actually quite ambitious what the programmer attempted to do here. I should look at the map really, shouldn't I? Where am I? Oh, that's a dead end. Okay, so P. Alright, so I've spoken to the prisoner, and now he's marked out where the gold is, which is very useful. But I need to get a sword, so I press T. Oh no, I can't. Alright. Need to get another sword. Ah, there we go. The doesn't last forever. Now I am actually someone from the 80s. And this is a machine that I had heard about growing up. My dad bought an Amstrad CPC. Oh, I need to go this way. my dad bought an Amstrad CPC, and that was when I was about 4 years old. And machines like this were already basically dead by then. Oh, survived it. So I've always been kind of interested in this sort of stuff. Go on, tell me where to go. Sometimes you do get... Oh, I died. Oh. Alright, I have a lot less moves to go. Oh, so if I press T now, it will buy a sword. Okay. But yeah, I usually only do videos of games that I've owned for a long time and have some experience with, because there's no point in trying to show off a game if you only show off a tiny little bit of it. I mean, some channels do that on YouTube and that's perfectly fine, but it's not the way I like to do things. But I just thought I'd do this game because I've got it set up and it's finally loaded up after trying a few little Walkmans and CD players that we had lying around. I don't know if do I gain points for doing that? Doesn't tell you, does it? Oh, it's a dead end. Alright, let's go back. Where do I go? So even though this is a very, very early machine, it does actually use the same sort of Z80 processor that was used in quite a lot of different machines. It was used in all the Spectrum machines and the Amstrad CPC. In fact, all of the Amstrad machines. But it actually uses the processor to draw the screen directly. Oh, I can't go that way. Need to get a sword first. Oh, there's the gold. Ah, there we go. So now I need to get out of here. Oh, dead end. Oh, what did I do that for? Oh, okay. I'll have to admit defeat this time. So, was that the exit over there? I don't know. Ah, well. Anyway, that is a look at Mazogs for the ZX81, and obviously a little bit dated by today's standards, but it's still a fun game. So there you go. Thank you for watching.